Come on in. Come on in. Just gonna get plugged into Instagram in a little minute, in a little moment. Um, just been doing some product photos and doing some content, and then I have a career fair to go to, you all. So I'm probably gonna be back on here again this evening. I'm gonna come back on here twice, but I want to check in on this morning. Today is Therapy Thursday. Therapy Thursday, y'all come on in. I know some of you all may still be early for you all. It may be nighttime for you all. I am on the East Coast time. I am your coach Karen Oliver, so I'm just going to give everybody a little bit of time, and that's why I'm going to come back on after 1 o'clock, a little bit after 1 o'clock, because I know everyone is probably plugged in. But today is Therapy Thursday, and I just want to check in this morning. We'll just call it Therapy Thursday Part 1 since I'll be back again. But I hope you guys are doing well, and are you ready for the week? While I get plugged into Instagram, we're gonna go to another break. Okay. And as I was telling everybody, I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna plug into Instagram. Excuse me. I'm gonna plug into Instagram in a moment, and we're gonna get started. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. I was just sharing that I have been doing product photos, then I have a conference and a career fair to go to, then have to come back to work. So that's why I want to be able to come back on and talk with you all. And last night we did had see I can't talk this morning. We did have to reschedule the commitment season panel to another date, but we're going to push that date after the relationship panel. The relationship panel, are you ready? Are you ready for love? Preparing to be a wife, preparing to be a husband. That is going to go for September the 21st and September the 28th. So who is not able to attend on the 21st can attend on the 28th. And again, we are still looking for speakers, married couples, relationship coaches, relationship therapists, um, singles that are in relationships and that have not got married yet. So we're looking for those type of speakers, and men and women, because we definitely want to hear from both of their perspectives. As I shared on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, I had shared a brief of part one of what the relationship panel was going to be like, and we kind of dived into it a little bit. So today we're talking about what's your therapy. We always talk about what's our go-to therapy. What are some things that we do to help our mindset, change our mindset? What are some things that we do to keep our mind at ease? What do we do to keep a peaceful state of mind? Because we know that's important to keep a peaceful state of mind. Um, so, what are some of the things that you all do? I know that I always share on Thursdays about my go-tos. So I know you all are pretty much tired of hearing me talk, but we talked about what therapy meant and how other people perceive therapy on last week, and we gave some examples. I also shared some of my tools and courses with you guys that I do. No, I'm not a therapist. I am a coach, but I share some tools to coaching as a purpose life coach and a health coach, and I shared some of those things with you guys. So I want to hear from you guys today. Want to know, what is your go-to? What is your go-to therapy? What does that look like for you? What are some things that you do on a regular basis if you can't get away from home? I mean, if you can work anywhere, that's great. I work from home, But if you can't get away for the week and you feel like you just want to get out and have some peace and time to yourself, what are some of those things that you do around in the area or around your home that you can do to take a mental break? Take a mental break, Um, like I said, I had mentioned last week that the kids now, and I'm not sure about, I think probably definitely in elementary school too, in all schools. I know in elementary school, middle school, and high school, they have mental days. They have mental days where they take just a day off from work, from the hustle and bustle, and they do something fun. And they also, of course, for the high schoolers, they have conversations because they're branching into adulthood. So they have conversations, they do fun activities, and they just take their mind off of different things, which I think is something that we all should do. That's something that we all should take in consideration of taking a mental break. And sometimes that leads to just having a pure, mature conversation, having a conversation, whether that be with someone you can confide in, your child, a family member, somebody that you can talk to. I think it's important to take mental breaks. I really do. Um, yeah, you guys, I'm gonna plug into Instagram, and I thought I was plugged into Instagram, but I'm gonna plug in there in a minute. But yeah, it's important to do some of those things. It's important to plug away, from society. Let's be real. It's important to plug away from society. It really is. Um, so, you guys, how do you perceive that? How do you perceive, taking a mental break? How does that work for you? Um, I mean, are you doing that though? Are you doing that on a regular basis? Are you unplugging from society and doing what you need to do for yourself so you can keep a healthy, so you can keep a healthy mindset? Um, sometimes I just have to take breaks. I have to step away from the desk. I have to step away from the computer. I used to, I had started back walking and then I kind of stopped and fell off because I had started back school. And so I was like, that's something I need to do. I thought it was important for me to start back doing was during lunch breaks. Hey, take a 20-minute walk and then, or a 30-minute walk. Well, I only have 30 minutes. So when I had an hour, I would take a 25 to 30-minute walk and then the rest would be just getting a bite to eat and me time. But now that I only have 30 minutes approximately, and if I do take an hour, and then that means that hey, Carrie, you need to take another 30 minutes. But I would do half and half. Or we could just go outside for 15 minutes and walk around, get some sunshine. It's still warm, even though fall is coming into. Fall is very beautiful, so there's a lots of things to do outside. Take a walk. Um, call someone or talk to someone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Do something like that. Yeah, I think that's important to do. Um, and that's something that I said I was gonna have to start getting back to. Just I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to plug. Yeah, but what are some things that you guys do? Talk to me. What are some things that is important for you to do? Um, yeah, what are some of those important things that you like to do? You know, Mhm. What are some of those important things that you like to do? I mean, what are some of those things that really help you keep a state in mind? What are some of those things that help you build character? What are some of those things that help you keep you from going off, the edge, keep you from speaking negative things? Sometimes we can speak negative and we can say things about our own selves. Sometimes we can contradict our own self and say things. And um, in that moment, we're dealing with something, and that's why we're saying things. In that moment, we're dealing with something, and half of the time, we don't know how to cope with it. So we're going to say negative things, and sometimes we may even do negative things. Let's be real and honest. And so, what are some of those things that will keep you? What are some of those things that would keep you from doing that? From going to that place, from going, saying, "Hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't feel up to it today," or just saying, even just speaking negative on our purpose. How about that? How does it feel? How does it make you feel after the fact? After you went through that situation, after you went through that moment, how does it make you feel to speak negative about your future and your purpose? And you're saying, did I just say that? Did I just say that I want to give up on this? Did I just say I want to give up on that? Did I just say I don't care? Because a lot of us hurry up and say that I don't care word, which is not a good word. And something that I, share with my daughter. And I tell my daughter, if I hear her say something and she's not having a good day, or she's going through a not okay or a good day or a bad mood, she'll say, well, I don't care. And I told her, don't say that word, because it's about, I said it. I know I've said it before. You probably said it before. But when we're in that moment and we're dealing with something and we don't feel good, we tend to say negative things. And we tend to say, well, we don't care about this and that. When in naturality, we really do care. We really do care. We really do care about what's going to happen. We care about our purpose. We care about what's going on in our life, because we're in that moment and we don't understand how to deal with something right then and there. Um, it gets difficult, and we start saying things, and we got to redirect ourselves. Like I said before, you all, we have to redirect ourselves with affirmations. We have to redirect ourselves with different positive things, even though we may not feel good, even though it may hurt. Um, you gotta speak positive and have a mindset change to think positive. If you're dealing with something in that situation, yeah, you don't. If you're in that moment, you don't want to think positive things. You want to kind of like isolate yourself, not talk to anybody. I know, been there. Sometimes we get in the habit where we still do it, right? Let's be honest. And we like, oh, we don't want to talk to nobody. Oh, I don't want to talk to nobody today. I'm just gonna deal with it. And then we have to stand up and be bold and have enough courage to be like, no, this is not me. I'm not gonna speak negative about my life, my purpose. I'm not gonna speak negative about the situation. What I'm what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to figure out a solution and turn this negative into a positive. And those are some, and that's what we need to do. We need to turn the negative into a positive. And half of the time, we just want things to blow over. Half of the time, we just want things to blow over, and then we like cool and we good. No, we need to find a solution. You yourself, we, all of us, we need to find a solution to what we're going to do, what we're going to do with the problem, how we're going to handle the problem, why the problem even occurred in the first place, right? Why the problem even occurred in the first place. Okay. And if there's a situation that we have no control over, come on, let's talk about it. If there is a situation where we have no control over, guess what? You can't do anything about it. But you just have to make the best of what you are going to do now until that situation is dealt with and it's done with. You see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Um, there's a lot of things that we just can't control. And so we just have to stay the course, and we just got to make sure um, that we're standing bold and tall, and we're standing in our own truth, and we're standing in our integrity and being authentic and being ourselves. Yes, it's okay if we don't have a good day. Yes, it's okay if we said some negative things and oh, I don't care. We said some negative talks about ourselves or about the situation. Yeah, it's okay, but guess what? Don't stay there. It's okay to feel that way in the moment and to say things. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to not feel good. Oh, honey, and it's good to cry. I don't know who told y'all it's not, but it's good to cry. You need a good cry. That's you releasing all of the weight. You're releasing the weight. You're releasing the negative vibes. If you need to cry, cry. But again, like I said, don't stay in that moment of you know, like I said, talking against your purpose, talking against what you need to do in your life. Don't talk against um, don't talk against your situation. Hey, what I'm gonna do? And on the other hand, like I said, if it's not in your hand, if it's not in your control, you don't have no control over it. All you got to just stay positive through it. You got to make it through. You got to make it through positive. And like I said, when we have those moments, we just got to come out of those moments. When we have those moments, we just got to come out of them. And most times we think we can come out of things by ourselves. Not sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're just not strong in that moment, and you need someone to push you and help you forward, and you need that help. So seek that help. Get that help that you need. You need a push. You need encouragement. You need a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. You need to vent. You need to get away, and have some me time and meditate. Do that. Do that. Do that. Because you matter. Your soul matters. Your mind matters. Your spirit matters. And it doesn't want to be it doesn't want you don't want your inner self, you don't want your spirit filled with negative things. Um Life is life, y'all. Life is life. We go through things. And things, I'm gonna tell you something, things hit very hard. I'm gonna tell you. But we are stronger than we think. We think we can't do something. We think we can't handle something. Trust me. I'm a testimony of that. And some of you all who follow my podcast and who have, you know, been following my check-ins and live stream know I have shared some things with you. Um, and nothing is never easy. But then when you look back on it, you're like, yeah, I got through this by doing this. Yeah, because I had a solution, and I chose to make it good. I chose to make I chose to make um my negative vibes into positive vibes. So I turned them into positive vibes, and I found solutions to the problem. Oh, this is why. Oh, this is what I need to do. Oh, this is what I need to remove. And so when I done that, and I was like, wow, it wasn't so bad after all. Yeah, I may have went through the stage of woe is me, or I maybe went through a stage of, weeping a little. But then when I came out of a situation, when I did weep again, I was weeping with joyful tears. I was happy because I got through certain things, and I made up in my mind of things that I wasn't going to take, things that I wasn't going to do, um, things that I had to figure out things that I need to add to my life and things that I need to remove from my life. You all know we talked about that a couple weeks ago. We talked about, building our own character, making a change within ourselves, doing things for ourselves, putting ourselves at the forefront and not on the back burner, putting ourselves up front. That makes a lot of sense. But like I said, it's tough. Everything is tough in a nutshell, but you can make it beautiful. You can make it beautiful. Trust me, you can.